Welcome to the Bourbon Den.
Do you enjoy long walks on the beach and holding hands?
This one's for all you lovers out there. Well, this one is going to be a little bit of an interesting 5-Sip Friday where Julie and I are going to walk on the beach romantically and enjoy a whiskey gifted to us by our very close friend, RussD.
RussD, we thought you'd really appreciate this one.
This whiskey chose us, so Russ, you're coming along for a walk with us.
I also want to say you brought your radio voice for this one.
It's my romance voice.
Or your romance voice.
If this is your first time joining us for 5-Sip Friday, we nose the glass, take 5 sips, try and figure out what we're drinking, say whether or not we like it, and it's ultimately revealed. And I don't know, this looks so nice on the Pacific Ocean here. It's just gorgeous. Are you ready to check out the nose on this?
Yeah, let's see what Russ has in store for us. If this is bumpy and we hate this, we'll never do it again.
Yeah, this smells great.
I'm going to tell you this is more difficult than standing still.
It is. Fruity, oaky.
I'm going to be terrible at this.
I'm going to stop moving. It smells like bourbon to me.
Yep, what you said. Oaky, delicious. It smells a little rich. Sip number 1. Let's start the weekend. I took a sip and I sat with it for a second, and then I wanted to sit longer, and then I was thinking about it, and then I drifted off to look at the people walking by, and I like it.
I like it as well. It's very, very rich. It's got a decadence to it. It is oaky, brown sugary, there's vanilla, there's all kinds of things that I like in it.
Yeah, I'm ready for sip number 2.
Let's do it. Sip 2 has some tobacco and honestly a lot more of the same. It's really enjoyable. It's a little intense.
It is quite powerful. The flavors are really distinct. I am really enjoying this. I am trying to think in terms of proof what this could be. It's such a lovely drink that it's easy to forget about just the nuances of like things like proof or what we're drinking here. Yeah.
Right, yeah, the collective here, the whole of it is fantastic. It smells so familiar to me, and that's always trouble.
Always trouble. Sip number 3. I do get a little perfumey, like floral note on the forefront. Man, but there was a nice cherry, like vanilla cherry, almost a vanilla cherry Coke on the finish.
Oh, that's perfectly said. I totally agree.
And the actual finish has a little leather tobacco.
Well, there's kind of everything.
This.
Yeah, there, you've got the darkness, the richness, some of those tobacco and leather flavors. You've got fruit flavors, vanilla, oak, brown sugar. It's kind of got everything you could want in a whiskey.
Do you know what this, and I'm just going to say this isn't going to be my guess, but it would be kind of a RussD thing to send us the Cal 16 that we got a real bum bottle of, because this kind of feels like everything that should be. And
there's a Barton flavor to this. I don't disagree with that. Is it 4?
Is that what we're at?
I think so.
Let's do it. So I just want to say, I don't know how all these YouTube channels like walk around and record at the same time. Much too difficult.
No, I'm too clumsy and it makes me dizzy. So I'm standing in place now.
There's wonderful vanilla. I got a hint of powdered sugar. I like this. I think this is a well-balanced, well-rounded drink.
Well aged, I think.
I think it's perfect outside. I'm really enjoying it with this crisp weather.
Moody day on the coast. This is the right thing to drink today.
And if you don't know the Oregon coast, it is always cold. Like, it doesn't matter.
That's not fair to the coast.
I know, but it is almost always cold, almost always cloudy. We've had a couple beautiful days, but for the most part, even in August, you get this.
Hey, even when it looks like this, it's still beautiful. I'll take it. I like it. We have 1 sip left, and this is a very, very tough whiskey, and I'm excited to see if we can figure this one out.
Yeah.
All right, sip number 5.
I have not been thinking about proof at all.
This is a great whiskey. I have a guess.
You do?
I do, yeah. Yeah, the way when you were talking about the Cal 15, Cal 16, it kind of gave me an inspired guess here on sip number 5.
Oh, good. I'm glad to help out.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think about proof in this sip because it's chilly out today. So sometimes that makes me misguess what's in the glass.
Well, everything makes us misguess what's in the glass, to be completely honest. Okay, I have a guess. Do you have a guess?
Not really. really. But let's go for it.
All right, fantastic. What do you think this is?
Well, I know it's not, but I have nothing better, so I'm gonna go with that Cal 16.
You think it's Cal 16?
I don't think it's Cal 16,
Okay.
but I'm gonna go with it.
It's
Maybe
what
I'm
you
in
think,
the
it's what you wish Cal 16 was.
yeah. Maybe it's in the right genre there, but I think it's bourbon, and I'm gonna go 122 proof.
Wow.
I don't think that it's 122 proof, but it's
Especially
chilly
'cause
today, and I'm feeling a little warm, so that's
I think
what I'm
Cal
gonna go.
16 is 105 proof, so
Oh.
we're going to be in that neighborhood. I do think this could be a high proof, well-aged Barton of some type.
Yeah.
I'm going to say it's a different group of familiar flavors to me. I'm going to go Elijah Craig barrel proof.
Wow.
And I think it's going to be a private barrel release potentially. I don't think that this is right because there's no honey roasted nuts or peanuts or anything like that here.
No, there's not. Yeah.
So it's probably not going to be right. But early on, I was getting some notes and I was like, man, this is so familiar. The only whiskey that hits me with that sort of familiarity is Elijah Craig barrel proof. So
and then I could be almost right on the proof there.
absolutely, yeah. So this is a tricky one. I'm going to say 116 proof. So none of this is working out, but I will say it's bourbon. I do think it's well aged, and I'm going to say ECBP, and you're going with something Barton in the 100 and what did you say, 22 proof?
I did say 122.
I actually think that's not a bad guess.
I don't know.
Well, there's an envelope in my pocket.
Let's
and-
find it. And it's for lovers, so I'll find it.
Oh
Is that weird?
no!
Found it.
As always, thank you so much for the sample, RussD.
Thanks, RussD. Thanks for this romantic walk on the beach together. Haha.
Oh boy, I see one thing we got right.
Oh, no, there's a couple things we got right.
Okay.
So it's the Bardstown. I always forget about Bardstown. Bardstown Discovery Series #1 Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey.
Got bourbon.
It is the 2019 edition, and it's 121.21. So I was
Whoa.
very close on the
Look
proof.
at that.
And this is a whopping $130 bottle.
Wow. No age statement.
No age statement, and it is delicious.
Well, technically no age statement, but 5 years, 10 years, 11 years, and 13 years is the blend. So there's some well-aged stuff in there. I'm going to count that as a little bit of a win. Come on.
I kind of feel good because when I said Cal 16, I know how expensive it is. And so I was like, geez, if this is like a $20 bottle, I'm going to be way off on this.
No,
So
this tasted proofy, pricey, and very, very good. From the off, I think we both agreed that this was a upper tier whiskey, and yeah, that's a top shelfer right there. That's delicious.
well, thanks again, RussD. Thanks for joining us for 5 Sip Friday and
This romantic walk on the beach
Oh.
from wherever we are.
to wherever you are.
Cheers.
Cheers.
You should do a cartwheel.
Oh, I could try. Ready? You got it.
Ta-da!
That hurt.